Welcome to Animated Movie Recap. Step into the world of animated wonders. Hit subscribe for captivating movie recaps and adventures.
So the story begins with dinosaurs escaping from an island called Nublar and heading towards the human city. However, an organization named DPW takes on the task of preventing these dinosaurs from reaching the city and aims to send them back to the island. Two officers arrive in the forest because there's a dinosaur sighting. Just as they come face to face with the angry dinosaur, a guy named Darius shows up to help them. Darius notices a metal object stuck in the dinosaur's leg, removes it, and the dinosaur immediately calms down. Darius even shows it some affection. Then, Darius hugs Drone, who is his former boss. Suddenly, a predator dinosaur appears and starts attacking them. Just as the predator is about to attack Drone, Darius grabs their gun and shoots at the predator, causing it to run away. But Darius doesn't stop there. He chases the predator with the gun. Unfortunately, a flat tire on their vehicle lets the predator get away. Back home, Darius watches his interview with his friends and feels pretty pleased with himself. Then he hears a noise and thinks it must be another dinosaur. He grabs his stun gun and prepares for an attack. But when he opens the door, it turns out to be his friend, Ben, who has come to visit. Relieved and happy, Darius welcomes Ben. Ben then turns off all the lights, and that's where the fun really begins. Shrek and his friends find themselves in a perilous situation. Ben reveals that Brooklyn's death was no accident, and that the culprit is now after all of them. At first, Drax is skeptical, but then they discover a dinosaur outside their house. They try to hide, but the dinosaur breaks in and attacks them. Drax dashes off to grab his stun gun, but another raptor appears and pounces on Ben. Ben fends it off with a table and then zaps the dinosaur with an electric shock. The two friends make a run for Drax's car, only to realize he forgot the keys. Drax has to sprint to Ben's van, while another dinosaur charges at them. They shoot at it and manage to escape in the van, heading towards Texas to meet Sam. On the way, they stop to refuel, and Drax goes to grab some food. He spots a sleeping dinosaur that wakes up with its horn stuck in a post. The friends decide to help and try to free its horn, but a spark ignites the fuel, causing a fire to spread. They manage to free the dinosaur just in time, and Ben puts out the fire with an extinguisher. The grateful dinosaur reunites with its family, and Ben and Drax feel proud of their good deed. They reach Sam's house and meet her pet dinosaur, Bumpy. Sam packs her bags to join them, but suddenly the power goes out, signaling more danger. Predators attack, and while Ben distracts them, Sam and the others make a dash for the van. Bumpy heroically fends off the predators, allowing everyone to escape safely. And just then, we see an unknown lady who uses a flute to control all the predators and load them into a truck. Drax is really worried about Bumpy, but Sam assures him that Bumpy will be just fine, so there's no need to worry. On the way, they have to pull their van to the side because DPW trucks are coming up behind them, and they give them space to pass. DPW captures any dinosaurs they find and take them along to prevent them from bothering anyone else. They are gathering the dinosaurs to send them back to the island. They all arrive at Kenji's house and explain how their lives are in danger. Sam shows a map with a marked location, explaining that she believes they might find something useful there. Kenji reveals that his father lives at that location and has a history of doing terrible things, which is why he's always under surveillance, and why Kenji stays away from him. Kenji initially refuses to meet his father, but Drax persuades him, and they both reach the mountain where Kenji finally agrees to come along. The four friends decide to split up to tackle different tasks. Ben and Sam go to fetch Yaz, while Bumpy accidentally ends up with the DPW guys who capture him. Meanwhile, our heroes reach a park where a man named Bobby has captured several dinosaurs, keeping them hungry and thirsty, and making money by showing them off. Sam is outraged and decides to free the dinosaurs. Ben unlocks their cages and removes their collars. But just then Bobby shows up, and the dinosaurs start escaping. Bobby tries to get revenge, but Sam beats him up, and then some dinosaurs join in, attacking Bobby to settle their scores. After freeing all the dinosaurs, Sam and Ben continue on their mission. On the other side, Kenji and Drax go to Kenji's father, Daniel, to ask him for help. Kenji and Drax ask Daniel if he has anything to do with the attacks. Daniel denies it, but tells Kenji he has a plan. Daniel explains a project and wants to use Kenji and his friends' faces to attract investors since they are seen as heroes. However, Kenji, still angry with his father, refuses to help. Daniel, knowing his son wouldn't easily agree, offers to tell him everything about Brooklyn if Kenji complies. Kenji discusses this with Drax, saying they'd have to become his father's puppets for the information, but they both refuse and decide to leave. As they are about to leave, Daniel reveals that Brooklyn came to him wanting to join a dinosaur smuggling gang. He describes her as acting strange, evil, and sensitive. Just then, they notice something odd and see dinosaurs attacking again. The dinosaurs are about to attack Daniel too, but a lady appears and uses her flute to direct the dinosaurs to attack only Drax and Kenji. Despite his differences, Daniel can't bear to see his son in danger and tries to stop the dinosaurs, urging the two to run. As they flee, Kenji can't leave his father to die and turns back to help him. Suddenly, a car appears and rescues them from the dinosaur attack. Meanwhile, the scene shifts to Ben and Sam reaching a girl named Yaz. They warn her about the danger, and Yaz takes them to her facility, claiming it's completely safe from dinosaurs due to extensive surveillance and monitoring. They feel secure until they hear strange noises. Suddenly, real dinosaurs attack, causing everyone to flee. Ben and Yaz jump into the van. As they were escaping, they reunited with Sam, rescuing her from a dinosaur. However, on a bridge, they found themselves surrounded by dinosaurs on both sides. Just then, a DPW truck arrived, but instead of shooting the dinosaurs, it punctured the tires of our hero's van. A dinosaur attacked, throwing them into the water. The troubles didn't end there, as a water dinosaur started breaking their van, causing water to flood inside. They needed to escape before the van completely filled with water. Meanwhile, Kenji was devastated by his father's death and got out of the car to cry. Drax couldn't bear to see his friend so upset and hugged him. They then realized the man who saved them was a DPW agent, who revealed he had no part in Brooklyn's death. Back in the water, the attacking dinosaur left, giving Ben a chance to break the window and help everyone escape. They surfaced, only to find the DPW agents still searching for them, so they hid. The man with the car explained to Drax and Kenji that he used to drive a DPW truck. One night, he accepted an overtime job that seemed easy enough. But upon reaching a forest, he noticed the dinosaurs behaving strangely. The truck's lock opened by itself, and the dinosaur escaped. Frightened, he hid in the bushes and heard a girl scream, but was too scared to act. When he checked later, he found a lot of blood. The dinosaur had left, and he quit his job, vowing not to let the truth be hidden. That's why he found them and revealed the truth. Finally, Drax and Kenji reached Brooklyn's house. At Brooklyn's house, Drax and Kenji find numerous marked locations and a bag full of money. They grab a bike and head to one of the locations. Meanwhile, Ben, Sam, and Yaz have been hiding for a long time and decide to come out. A DPW director spots them and, after a conversation, reveals he wasn't involved in the attacks. Despite this, Sam doesn't trust him and knocks him down before they all flee. They spot Bumpy, and Ben opens the gate to free him. The scene shifts to Drax and Kenji, who, after waiting for a while, see a truck smuggling dinosaurs. They follow it to find out who's behind the smuggling. Meanwhile, Ben frees Bumpy, but notices he looks different. They put him in a truck, but the driver starts moving the truck. Ben hides in the emergency exit as some men arrive and begin giving Bumpy electric shocks. Unable to fight them alone, Ben can only watch. Kenji and Drax arrive at the scene and reunite with Sam and Yaz, nearly completing their group. They see Bumpy in a cage and manage to free him, but Bumpy looks unwell. Sam quickly understands the situation and explains that Bumpy is about to lay eggs, which is why he's been acting strangely. Shortly after, Bumpy starts laying eggs. Bumpy lays her eggs, and everyone is thrilled to see it. But their joy is cut short when the director arrives and orders them to be imprisoned. Ben and Sam team up and give him a good beating, allowing them to escape. However, they soon confront the lady who controls dinosaurs with a flute. The director is shocked to realize she was behind everything and orders her to be fired. But the lady commands her raptors to kill the director. Just then, a truck arrives, hitting the lady and knocking her unconscious. The collision frees several dinosaurs, which then attack the raptors. To save everyone, Drax takes a risky move and frees all the dinosaurs, including a massive T-Rex. The T-Rex quickly eliminates the raptors and roars victoriously before leaving. The lady regains consciousness and tries to control her raptors again, but they are too weak after fighting the T-Rex. Seeing the police arriving, she decides to flee. Our heroes board a boat meant to take the dinosaurs back to the island, ensuring their safe return. The scene shifts to reveal that Brooklyn is still alive and has been hiding all this time. The movie ends on this surprising note. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon, and let us know your thoughts in the comments section.